Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. We are once again in Stormworks working on some of our builds. In this one, we are working on our sandcrawler build again. And I'm just gonna kind of remove this little top section quick. I told you guys previously I didn't really like it, so I'm gonna change it. But in this episode, we are going to be working on a crane. So we're not going to just work on this little section up here. I'm going to start adding a crane to this vehicle, and you guys will kind of get a better idea as to where the crane is and how it's going to work and stuff like that. But if you guys like this series, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and come back for more. And also, if you guys are new to the channel and haven't, definitely check out our Discord. We have a build challenge going on right now. If you guys aren't familiar or haven't seen that yet, definitely go check that out. But yeah, guys, I'm going to let the time lapse roll a little bit with this one as usual, and then we will talk some more. All right, so we got most of the kind of bones of the crane in shape. I'm kind of just tweaking it around now. We're going to work on it, make it a lot better. What I'm working on right now is the pulley system towards the front. Now that we have nice pulleys in the game, we can use them for cranes. So I haven't gotten to use that or do that yet, so that's what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to attach this to, a rope anchor for the time being. And I'll put some weight on it and stuff. But yeah, the general idea of this crane is it's going to kind of swing out from the side, and you can see it's actually a rather large crane, but it's kind of got to be because of how big the vehicle is. And again, I plan on being able to lift cargo with this. So this is going to be a pretty big crane. It's going to be one of the larger parts of the overall vehicle. But I think where it is right now, I think it looks good. It's nice and tucked away, and there's quite a big range of motion and stuff. Obviously, you can't load onto the back deck, but that's a different issue in itself. So, with loading up trailers and that kind of thing, it really won't be an issue. So I'm going to pull it out of the hangar real quick and we'll get a better look at the crane and kind of how it moves and stuff. But a little hard to see inside the hangar, so I figured I'll just pull it out and show you guys this way. So just keep in mind, obviously the controls aren't really set up. It's just kind of, I wanted to make sure the range of motion was working and it kind of functioned as needed. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for here. The controls aren't really set up yet, so we'll get back to that in another episode. The second half of this episode, I want to work on a little bit of doing some of the layout for the vehicle. I think one of the most important parts of the interior to get down sooner than later are the stairwells and stuff, and I wasn't really happy with a lot of the stairs that I originally thought and planned out. So we're going to work on that a little bit. I'm going to let the time lapse roll one more time, and then we'll cut back in and we'll talk some more. But yeah, guys, this is the crane so far. Again, we'll come back to it. We'll make it a lot less janky than that. It kind of looks like a demolition crane right now. Kind of want to just throw a giant weight on it and swing it at things. But yeah, I'm going to let the time lapse roll, so we will be right back. All right, so now that the crane is kind of squared away, I guess not really at all, but I don't want to work on it. So what I'm doing right here is I'm changing the wall in the rear top level of the ship. I kind of wanted to add almost like a bay window, I guess, if you would, kind of looking at houses and stuff. I don't know. This is one of the few spaces on the ship that we can kind of get a little wacky with the walls on the inside and, you know, add some more space and stuff. So I wanted to make this wall not flat and kind of just add a little bit more dimension to it. Kind of add like a nice little viewing deck, that kind of thing. And you guys will see as the vehicle gets a little bit more put together that it'll be kind of nice to have like a little area here too. Up on this deck is going to be quite a few things. There's going to be a med bay for one, and then the crane operator, and then obviously the cockpit and that kind of thing. So there's going to be a lot going on up there. It's not necessarily going to be like a common living space, or I don't know where I'm going to put that yet, but in that sense, it's going to be nice to have like a little kind of cutout area to make it seem a little bit more opened up. A little bit less cramped on top of each other, because I'm going to try to fit a lot of rooms up here. And now that I'm putting the stairwell up, you guys will see it's going to make a little bit more sense, because this is about where I'm trying to bring the stairs up from this room. And with it being kind of like a stair landing up there, again, it'll be nice to just have the extra little space to make it feel not really cramped, because it'll be mostly a walkway in that area. And I know it looks a little crazy, but this is actually where we're going to put the stairs. And the reason that I did that was I also wasn't a fan of the flat wall in the hangar. There's a lot of wasted space there. You're not going to be able to really store much. And also, take me back to building spaceships and that kind of stuff. In the past, there was a lot of hangars that I had made, and I kind of did this slope over so you could have a window looking down into the hangar instead of just like a flat wall. And I really like how that feels and looks, because you can kind of see into the hangar without having to almost press your face up against the window, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's kind of one of the other things I wanted to do. So we're going to make that wall following the staircase go all the way out, and then those will be windows, and you will be able to look into the hangar. And you'll notice we're not really losing too much space in the hangar itself, but that's mostly because this is all up high and there's no way to store anything up there. So in my mind, it's a good place to kind of cut some space out for the interior, make it feel a little bit roomier. I think adding these weird little irregular shapes is also kind of nice when you make ships, more specifically than kind of like planes and helicopters and stuff. But I would consider this thing more close to a ship than like a truck. But I think these weird, goofy shapes are always interesting to add, because if you've ever been on a larger ship or something like that, generally they do have these weird cutouts, and a lot of there's structural things that have to get kind of lined up, and again, the aesthetics do matter, and maximizing space matters and that kind of thing. But I'm not really, that being said, I'm not really going into this build with a plan or anything. I'm just kind of building things to a point where I like how they kind of feel and look, and then going from there. So the layout of the land ship kind of took me a while to figure out, and that was just because I haven't really built anything like this before. So it's very kind of abstract to kind of figure out where things should be. And also it's a very separated space too. The top deck and this deck is mostly going to be living space. And then the other decks are just kind of unsealed, loud, hangar and engine room and, equipment, that kind of stuff. So it was kind of interesting for me to try to figure out a way that we can kind of separate the spaces nicely, while also kind of maximizing space on both sides. All right, guys, that is just about all the building we have in this one. And as per usual, I am going to go take this out and show it off. But let me get this big old beast out of the hangar. It's just kind of annoying to look at in the hangar. So I like to pull it out, get it in the nice sunshine and less crammed up, so you guys can get a better view of it. Hasn't really changed on the outside too much. I know I said we were going to change that roof or remove it. It still isn't gone, but I can assure you that it's going to change. So we'll get to it. It's just kind of you bang your head into it right now. And then the other thing that'll change too is that platform back there is going to end up, like the helipad pad we made is going to just kind of get moved down to the same level as the other platform. But here I am. I'm just kind of swinging the crane around. Again, it's not done, so just keep that in mind. It's not completed. The range of motion and stuff is all kind of just set up. The blocks are there. I just haven't really done any of the logic. So we'll get it there, and then I'll test the weight capabilities on it too. Obviously, we got to be able to pick up full-size cargo containers and hopefully vehicles. I would love to be able to pick up like a tank or something like that, but we'll see. We'll test that. And then we'll just go down and kind of walk into this room, and you can see what I mean. You can see into the hangar that way, and it feels like you're not just kind of way up against the wall. But Yeah, guys, that's just about it for this one. So if you made it to the end, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If you like the series, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and come back for more. That's all I got for this one. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.